Welcome back. Let me tell you what we're doing here while we're setting up. I love birds. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love birds. So I thought what we'd do is sit down and look at some birds. For those of you that like birds, I appreciate you following along. For those of you who don't really, we're about to get to doing some hiking, hopefully. As many of you know, we've been hit with less than a year, or like around a year, by 2 hurricanes. Hopefully, if we don't get no more, we're about to start getting back into the woods, doing some hiking, doing some wildlife, hunting some old homesteads. But until then, I like to hunt birds. And on this particular day, I'm looking for some peace and quiet. So I'm down here at Hagens Cove in Taylor County, Florida, and I'm going to set up on this bird tower. We're going to film a few birds. We ought to be able to see some migratory birds coming in. So maybe we can identify some of these birds and talk about them and learn a little bit about them together. It should be a spectacular day for it. When I left the house, I was a little late, but it was raining. So hopefully there'll be nobody down here. We can just sit in this observation tower and witness some birds. Like I say, most people don't get out when it's raining, so we may have a great day. A little overcast, chance of showers all day. All right, let's look out across there and see what we can see. To begin with, we're just going to glance at these shorebirds and see what they look like. Then we're going to take a look at a couple areas and see if there's anything there, and then we'll come back and focus on some individuals. We may see if maybe we can identify some birds. So here we go. This cheap camera with this dirty lens mixed with my amateur skill. But maybe we can get enough video to identify some. There's a bunch of them scattered throughout. Let's see. Let's come over here and glance out at a few of these. I usually see a lot of ospreys, crows. On the way in, I couldn't get the camera out, but there was a damn eagle on the side of the road. The osprey is found in this part of the Big Bend of Florida year-round. Although the breeding range is in mostly Canada, Alaska, Northern California, some of the very extreme North United States. We'll talk more about the osprey later on. Let's walk over to this end and look at the spot. And man, look at that sand out there. They're just hanging out right there chilling. You can see here that there are several different types of birds. To the common person, this would look like just one jumble of birds on the beach. But if we get in closer, we can see there are several species. Let's talk about a couple of them right here. This is an eastern willet. He is a year-round bird here in North Florida. This particular one is a juvenile. We'll come back to these later on. The marbled Godwit is a winter bird for us here in Florida. There are at least 2 to 3 other birds within this group that I couldn't get close enough to identify. There's a vehicle pulling up with a couple kids getting out. I'd hope maybe when I heard it they were just riding through, but don't look that way. So probably fixing to stir old birds up. They getting a little nervous. There you go. I told you. There's an old dead tree over here. I seen on the way in. These ospreys are plentiful down here due to the large supply of fish. You find them often sitting on a limb eating a piece of fish they've caught during the day. The eastern willet is a strictly coastal bird. He's found on the coast all year round. Probably not real clear, old cheap camera, but that creek over there is full of birds. Then we try to zoom in on them flats out and see. This camera won't quite get there, but there's blue heron, white ibises, great egrets. There's probably 7 or 8 different variety of birds across there, but this camera just won't quite get there. The great egret is another year-round bird here for us in North Florida. In lots of areas, these egrets are found in flocks. I remember a time when you seen them that way here, but it doesn't seem to be that way anymore. Seems like now you just see a couple birds here and there. Their main course is fish that they catch in open water, but you will see them on ditches and canals and on the edge of creeks catching when there's fish supply available. Let's watch him a minute, see what he does. We might get lucky and see him eat a fish if we're lucky. He's definitely got him one. I can't tell what it is though, but he's definitely got him a fish. Check that out. How cool is that? How cool is that? You don't see that every day. Looks like the sun's trying to come out of us. No, he's hunting food, definitely. These marbled Godwits are found on beaches, mud flats, and shallow pools. They walk and probe in the mud, as you can see they're doing here, with their long bills, and they're often found in flocks. Today there's just a few here and there, but as the migration goes on, I think we'll see them in larger and larger flocks. We'll just have to see. These little willets have a variety of habitats. They are often seen with just 1 or 2 on the beach. They are found anywhere from marshes, rocky shores. They're a pretty adaptable bird. It's on the screen because I can't pronounce it. These plovers are often found on mud flats and beaches. These are a migratory bird to our area here in North Florida. These birds are just here during the winter. They're just landed right here. Check him out. I was hoping for this shot today. Got to see a great egret yesterday feeding. And today a heron. These great blue herons are generally solitary birds, staying by themselves. They hunt fish and while wading slowly in still water. They prefer the stiller waters. That's the best I can do with this old cheap camera. See the bigger claw on the left, small claw on the right. Looks like he's eating something. Look at that.
Well, we just hit lucky this weekend. These old common birds. See if we can get a little closer look at it.
This tricolored heron is another shallow wading bird. When it clears up, you can see just the vibrant coloring. He's got some reds, some browns, some grays, some whites, and he's speckled. These birds also feed on fish. You can find these birds on our coastal marshes year-round here in the Big Bend of Florida. Several more vehicles were pulled up in the last few minutes. I was talking to the old boy a while ago. He said that they about to have a wedding down there. So that means lots of people. Birds is going to disappear. So we about to get out of here. I can't really complain though. I've had about 3.5 hours of nothing but peace, the park to myself. Now, in the last probably 20-30 minutes, it's been a little different. It was still a peaceful day. I really enjoyed it. And I do appreciate y'all following along. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all for watching.